Is the Galaxy G Fold set to revolutionize the foldable smartphone market? Well, we've just uncovered some exciting details about this upcoming device, and the G Fold seems like a much more practical and well thought out approach compared to the Z Fold. Let us break it down for you. But first, today we're diving into the evolution of foldable smartphones. Samsung can largely be credited with the rise in popularity of these devices. While brands like Oppo, Google, and OnePlus eventually entered the foldable space, it was Samsung, along with Huawei to some extent, that truly paved the way, bringing foldables into the mainstream. Now, Samsung is taking things to an entirely new level with what appears to be their first ever tri-fold smartphone, likely to be named the Galaxy G Fold. Now, tri-fold smartphones aren't exactly a brand new concept. Huawei has already introduced one, showcasing the incredible potential of this technology. With their design, you get a standard 6.4-inch smartphone that unfolds into a massive 10-inch tablet, effectively merging both form factors into one seamless device. This means users can enjoy the portability of a phone while having the functionality of a full-fledged tablet whenever they need it. Don't get us wrong, we genuinely appreciate the Z Fold series, the OnePlus Open, and the Pixel Fold. However, the truth is that these devices still feel like a compromise. They fall into an awkward middle ground where they don't fully function as a traditional smartphone, nor do they offer the complete experience of a true tablet. This is where a tri-fold design changes the game entirely. Imagine having a standard smartphone that seamlessly expands into a 10-inch display. This eliminates the need for sacrifices. When folded, you enjoy a normal smartphone experience, and when unfolded, you get a fully functional tablet. No odd aspect ratios, no awkward in-between screen sizes, just the perfect blend of both worlds without trade-offs. That being said, Huawei's tri-fold design still has one major flaw, but the good news is that Samsung is actively addressing this issue with the upcoming Galaxy G Fold. According to Ross Young, the Galaxy G Fold will feature a 6.5-inch outer display that expands into a full 10-inch tablet, which closely resembles Huawei's design. However, that's where the similarities between the two devices end. Unlike the Huawei Mate X, which features a Z-type folding mechanism, Samsung has taken a different approach with the Galaxy G Fold by implementing a G-type fold, and this distinction is significant. Why does this matter? Well, having a soft plastic display constantly exposed to surfaces, pockets, and potential scratches is a major durability concern. We witnessed this firsthand with the original Huawei Mate X years ago. It accumulated scratches far too easily, leading to the decline of outward folding smartphones altogether. However, Samsung has tackled this issue head-on with the G Fold by ensuring that its flexible display remains securely protected inside when folded. This design choice eliminates the vulnerability of an exposed plastic screen, but does come with a trade-off. An additional external display is required, much like what we've seen in Samsung's existing Z Fold series. Now, let's dive into some potential drawbacks. The first concern is weight and thickness. Since a tri-fold design requires two hinges, it inevitably adds extra bulk and mass to the device. A larger screen also means an increase in overall weight. For context, Huawei's tri-fold smartphone tips the scales at 298 grams and measures just 12 millimeters in thickness, surprisingly slimmer than the Galaxy Z Fold 6. That said, Samsung has been actively working on making the Z Fold 7 significantly thinner. If they manage to keep the G Fold's thickness reasonably close to that of the Fold 6, it would be a major achievement in maintaining portability without compromising on durability. Let's talk about battery life. A bigger screen demands more power, and Huawei tackled this with cutting-edge silicon carbon battery tech, packing in a massive 5600 mAh battery. If Samsung doesn't adopt similar technology, they'll struggle to keep up, and that could be a real issue. Third, pricing. This device won't be cheap, expected to start at over $2,000, possibly even reaching $2,500. That's a steep price, but considering Huawei's Mate X sold over 3 million units despite its nearly $3,000 price tag, there's clearly a demand. However, Samsung needs to price this wisely, or it risks ending up like the Apple Vision Pro, a fantastic product overshadowed by its cost. And if you're worried about the crease, don't be. Since this design has two instead of one, users of Huawei's Tri-Fold say it's barely noticeable. Just like with regular foldables, once you start using it, you won't even think about it. Regarding the launch, reports from Korean media indicate that Samsung is expected to unveil the highly anticipated G Fold alongside the Z Fold 7 during an event in July. If we had to make an educated guess, they might give us a small teaser toward the end of the presentation, similar to how they handled the S25 Edge, perhaps even offering an exclusive look to a select group of people. However, the full-fledged reveal could be reserved for a later date, possibly later in in the year. Regardless of the timeline, people's excitement for the G Fold is through the roof. If Samsung manages to strike the perfect balance between weight, thickness, and pricing, this device could mark a major leap forward in the world of foldable smartphones. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love to hear your perspective. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!